Oh my God. Hello, everyone. Yes, it is that time once again. It is the Tony Awards are in full swing. Tonight is the night. Right off the bat, as usual in the past 2 years, I know there's something going on right now. I don't know specifically what's happening. I know Candor and Ebb received an award of sorts, like a lifetime achievement award, which they absolutely should. They're titans of musical theater and things like that, and they absolutely deserve all the accolades that they have gotten. So I'm very happy that they were awarded something. But other than that, I don't know a ton of what's happening right now. Um, we'll really just have to. I'm gonna tune in a little bit to see, but yeah. So Tony Awards are this year. Two things. One, we almost didn't have this, so we should be very happy that no matter how tonight is, even though we don't have a script or anything, they are still able to give us a night of the Tony Awards. We're still able to have an idea of what's going to we're still able to see everything. And I feel like this is a very important Tony Awards because there's so many new shows. The buzz on some of these shows are like the highest it's been in like a long time. Some of which I may have seen. I don't know. And there might potentially be a show that I'm really rooting for, but I don't know. It's very, very hard to tell from a specific article of clothing that I'm wearing. But no, I'll get into that in a little bit. But I think this is a very important year just because of all the different shows that were out there. It would have sucked if we weren't able to get to see this one, publicly. I didn't want a Golden Globes 2021 or 2022 of the Tony Awards. And I feel like the Tony Awards have been done really dirty recently as well. So, and again, like this is not anybody's fault. The writer's strike is a very serious issue. It's something that needs to happen so writers are fairly compensated. And so I totally understand why that was a problem, but I'm just glad that they allowed them to still let this show air, still have some sort of broadcast. Hi, sorry about that. I have no idea what the hell just happened. My laptop is absolute shit. No. Anyway, like I was trying to say, this is a very important year to have the Tony Awards. I think it's great that we were still able to get it. Even in the midst of all the writer strike and everything that happened, I'm just glad that they still allowed this night to take place, that they still allowed for this to be seen to the public. This wasn't, a ceremony that was like done in secrecy and we just see like a Twitter thread. Like we actually get to see the night play out. So I'm happy that that was the case. But the other big part of this year that I think is very interesting about this year is that this Tony Awards is very unique from any other year that I have talked about. Because any other time I'm talking about the Tony Awards, I don't have a ton to go off of in terms of the shows that are being shown. In terms of the plays, I literally have nothing to go off of. With the musicals, I usually just have like a cast recording. I have like, a highlight reel. I have like a performance I saw on like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade or something like that. But I don't have much more to go off of than that in terms of these shows. The series is actually a little bit different because I don't know if you can tell, but I've actually seen one of these shows before. Okay, enough beating around the bush. Me and my girlfriend a couple weeks ago saw Shucked. It was an amazing experience. It is, of course, one of the shows that is nominated for this Tony season, and I'm very much rooting for it. I am very much rooting for it. I think that it is a very fun show. It's highly original. The way it handles comedy, it's very different from a lot of shows where like it's never like trying to make fun of these people, but it's more like, poking fun at just the mannerisms and the culture, but it's doing it in a very like loving way. And it has like a really just great message about putting aside any sort of like differences or putting aside any sort of conflicting views and just finding a way to kind of come together. I think it actually handles that very sweetly in this alternate reality where everyone can just kind of get along. And it works really well as that. I think it's a really, really great show. And I definitely really do appreciate it a lot. So yeah, I mean, I am very much rooting for Shuck tonight. If you had to ask me right now, though, I think this is Kimberly Akimbo's like year to win. They've pretty much been sweeping. Everyone's been raving about the show. And I'm very much here for that one too. I'm not going to try to be like, oh, Shucked is great, everything else sucks, because like, as usual, I haven't seen the majority of them, but I have at least seen one of them. So I have something to go off of when it comes to these performances, when it comes to the show itself. I have something to go off of with that. And that is better than most years where literally I'm just going based off a cast recording and what other people have said. So that makes this year a little bit different from other Tony Awards. And that has me quite excited. I'm very interested in seeing what's going to win tonight. I think a lot of the shows that are nominated, from what I've seen at least, seem very deserving. I love, the cast recording for Kimberly Akimbo. Some Like It Hot I've been listening to a lot. And Juliet, I'm not usually a big like musical review kind of guy. I don't really like those kind of shows where it's just like the entire repertoire is just like a bunch of pop songs. I'm not usually a big fan of shows like that, but I feel like Anne Juliet actually does something creative and different with it, and is one of the few that I actually do think I would have a lot of fun with. So I actually do think that show has some potential. But I think if you really had to ask me, I think Kimberly Akimbo's winning the majority of stuff tonight. Play-wise, I have no fucking idea as usual. We'll just kind of see what happens as the night plays out. And other than that, there is something on right now. I'm going to just tune into Paramount Plus and see like what's going on. What is it that that they're showing right now? So we shall see what ends up happening. And oh my God, I already have a guest. It's the person I saw Shucked with. Oh my God, it's Allie.
Hi.
Hello. I was literally just talking about us seeing Shucked.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
I want to see it again.
Me too. But I'm tuning into Paramount Plus right now because I don't know there's something that they're showing right now. I don't know what it is though.
Oh, wow.
For me right now, there's nothing they're showing. It's literally just, 60 minutes. So I'm clearly clicking on the wrong thing. That's because I think the other thing. Oh, what is playing right now? Okay, I'm sorry, something was playing. I think the other thing is, I believe, on Pluto TV. So let me see. Do I have Pluto TV on here? Because they're doing some like pre-show on like a different channel. So I'm seeing if I can watch it on there. But I'm sure you have so much to say about so many of these shows. Definitely not just the one that we saw. Right? Am I right?
Yes.
I said you have so much to say about all of these shows. Definitely not just the one that we saw.
I know, there's so many that I want to see.
Yeah, I was just talking about like how good I think the roster of shows is this year.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can see Kimberly Akimo and Julia this year.
Yes, that is the goal. Okay, I literally just saw something about the Tony Awards. Okay, here we go. Tony Awards Act 1. What the hell is this? Your event has ended? What? Not it ending like right as I tune in. Are you kidding me? Wow. I'm just never going to get to watch these pre-shows. Wow, what the fuck? All right. Anyway, the actual show starts in like 10 minutes, so it's fine. It's not like I have to wait that long, but yeah, like I said, I think, majority nominations, it's going to go to Kimberly Akimbo tonight. I do think Shucked has some legitimate chance of winning stuff. Like, I think Alex Newell is probably winning Best Featured Actor, and as they should, because they're incredible in that show. And deserve all the awards that they were given. However, there is one other person I'm pulling for if it's not Alex Newell. And this could just be because, like, we got to take a picture with this person, but I thought this person was, like, amazing in their role. Let me find the picture. I should send you the StreamYard link so I'm not talking to you through a phone. This is a little awkward. They can't see you. They can only hear you. Okay, I sent you the link if you're.
Hello, all of Kevin's fans. I am on FaceTime.
Yeah, the like 3 people that are watching this. Oh, okay, 4 now. Okay, there it is. That's what I was looking for. We got to take a picture with Kevin Cahoon, who is also nominated for Shucked, plays the amazing character of Peanut, who is such a standout in that show. Yeah, I think if Alex Newell doesn't win, I am really pulling for Kevin Cahoon because I think he's just as funny as Alex Newell. I think those two are really like the big standouts of that show. And honestly, if either one, I'd be fine. I think it's going to be Alex Newell though, because they really are like they've been winning like the majority of stuff they're nominated for. So I think it's going to be them. So yes. All right. Let me look through some of the comments here. Hi, Janaea. Always great to see you. Always enjoy getting to have you on my channel and really appreciate your support always. Yes, happy Pride Month for everyone. Okay. All right. How do you feel about TV? Yeah, I was literally just talking about this, Terrell. I mean, look, it sucks what's happening right now. Oh, my God, you're here.
I only have like a few minutes left of my break, but I'm here for a bit.
I mean, that's fine. It's going to start soon. So, but it sucks what's happening for sure. Like, I really hate that we are undergoing another writer's strike, but it needs to happen. There's just been too many instances, I think, of writers just been giving it their all, like working, putting their blood, sweat, and tears into projects and just being paid back dust for it. Like, they just aren't given the recognition that they deserve. They're not compensating the way that they need to be. Hell, I literally read that, you know how The Bear won for like the Golden Globes earlier this year? The guy who literally showed up with like $0 in his bank account. He had to get one of his friends to get him a suit. That is fucking absurd. He literally won an award and did not have any money on him because they didn't fairly pay him. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I think what's going to end up happening is I'm hoping that I'm hearing that the actors said that like if something doesn't happen by like the 30th, then like they're just gonna like strike as well because they're kind of fed up. So I'm hoping that gets the studio heads to realize that like we need to do something here. We need to like just come to our senses and just like because again, I don't feel like they were ever asking for all that much. All the things that they were asking for made sense. They weren't like being very demanding. They deserve to be heard. And so I don't think they were doing anything that was like out of the ordinary. They were just asking for equal pay. They were asking for, more they wanted to be represented more, they want to be acknowledged more. Like I just don't think that this needed to be a whole thing, but because the studio heads are so incredibly stubborn and selfish, they kind of made this into what it is. So I really think they have no one to blame but themselves at this point. What's going to happen to networks and streaming services when it comes to equal pay? Hopefully a lot. Hopefully this is something that people realize is really important. I don't understand why the studio heads can't realize that like their shows that are successful would literally be nothing without the writers. Like there's no show without a writer. You literally can't do it. Like that's what comes first always. It's always a script. And the fact that like they don't want to acknowledge that and they have the audacity to think that like Chat GBT is gonna be like a somewhat like a somewhat like welcoming replacement is they just have their head like so far up their asses. I just don't understand it. And I just really hope that something does get done. If not, oh well. And it's entirely on them if it doesn't, and they ruin their industry because of it. But I'm just really hoping that they come to their senses soon because this is a very, very important issue that needs to be addressed.
Pay your writers.
Also, Janaea loves you.
Love you too.
Oh, yes, this is true. Ben Platt is nominated tonight, and I do think he has potential to win. I think that if I had to say right now, I don't know if it's going to be him. I also could see it going to just as much to Jay Harrison Gee. I know that I've heard that they are incredible in Some Like It Hot. They're like the big scene stealer. They've kind of like rewritten the show a bit to be a bit more catered towards, towards people who are non-binary, towards people who are trans. And I think it's really cool the way they were able to do that in that show. And I think the ending, especially, like it ends on a really heartwarming note. And I love the original movie, but like it definitely, there are definitely things about it that you can update and make it really work into something a little more meaningful. And I think they really did that with that show. So, but yeah, Ben Platt definitely has a chance of winning tonight. I think Parade is probably winning Best Revival. And I do think, honestly, I don't think he's going to be remembered for the Dear Evan Hansen movie. I think that's something that people will point out, but I think he's done enough things to where there are other things you can associate him with. Like he has that show, The Politician, he has Parade. I think as long as he continues to, attach himself to projects that actually like utilize his talents, I think Ben Platt will be just fine. So I don't know if he's going to win tonight, but I don't think that's something to be all that concerned about. Thank you. I appreciate you watching the video, especially if you watch the April through June one. That one was literally almost 7 hours. So thank you for watching that. I don't know why you would watch it because it's so long, but thank you for doing that.
I should probably go, but I will talk to you later.
Okay, hopefully we can see you later.
Yes.
I love you. All right, bye.
Nice.
All right, she'll be back at some point, hopefully. Yeah, it's crazy how much the CW fell apart as a network. Like, it's honestly really crazy what ended up happening there because for a while, like, they were kind of like riding this high and they were in like they had like all these different shows that like people were watching them for. And then I feel like what happened was their demographic just stopped caring. I mean, that's pretty much, I feel like, what happened. Their demographic just simply stopped caring about them as a network. I mean, I can only speak for myself because that's kind of why I stopped watching. I just didn't really care. There were too many shows to keep track of, and I just didn't really want to do it anymore. But I feel like that's why they went so downhill, because the people that were watching their shows, I just kind of started watching other things. And I think that's why they ended up falling apart. So I don't know what's really going to happen to them from here. I know they're like completely rebranding at this point, and I think it's definitely needed because I think they need to kind of like redefine themselves. especially in an age where, you know, people aren't watching as many shows on like network television. They need to find a way to make their make their streaming service a bit more appealing. And I don't exactly know what they need to do that, but I'm interested to see, you know, what's really going to happen. Because right now I know like they have like, I think 3 shows left. It's like, I think Superman and Lois is coming back, and then it's between like Gotham Knights and one other. But other than that, like all of their shows are pretty much done. And I think all of the other shows they have are like imports from like Canada, which we love Canada, but obviously not original programming. So, you know, we'll see what happens there. Yes, season 3 is honestly great so far. I think it honestly might be the best season yet. And the last episode might be the best episode they've aired. Honestly, I can't get into it too much, but I'm very much enjoying this season of iCarly immensely. I think it's very, very good what they're doing, for sure. And especially like, you know, without getting into too much, like as someone who doesn't really care as much usually about what this season's all about, I think they're doing a really good job of giving, you know, finding reasons to make you give a shit. And I think they're doing a good job with that. And I always like that, you know, when you find ways to appeal to non-fans, which I'm a fan of iCarly, but I'm not necessarily a huge fan of like what this season is centered around. But I think they're doing a good job of getting me on board, and I like what they're doing overall. So yeah, I am really enjoying the season. Anyway, 1 minute until this starts. I'm really excited, like I said, for the show. Also, Ariana DeBose coming back. So excited for. She was incredible last year. I mean, when you saw the type of just incredible presence she had last Tony Awards, how do you not bring her back after that? I mean, she was just fantastic last year. So I feel like it was pretty much a no-brainer. I hope that this is like a Neil Patrick Harris or a Hugh Jackman where they just keep bringing her back, but we will really just have to see. Either way, it's starting. So I'm going to go on mute and we're going to watch. Woo! Oh, this is cool. I like this. Yes, acknowledge the writers. Always acknowledge the writer.
Well, we don't have a script, you guys.
Hmm.
Yeah, I am live and unscripted. You're welcome.
Eh.
So to anyone who may have thought that last year was a bit unhinged, to them I say, darlings, buckle up.
She is doing a really good job for a monologue that is completely improvised.
But in all seriousness, yes, I am unscripted, as will every presenter who comes on this stage tonight. We're just making it up as we go along, and that's cool. Again, it's a blessing to be here. So,
Yes.
What else does that mean? That also means no teleprompters. We have 2 monitors in this room, one over there and one over there. I'm glad you like that one. Now, the only thing you will see on them through the night is to display a countdown to literally count you down if your lovely speeches begin to take a little too long. But honeys, take your moment. Tonight is about you. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, this should probably be a quick one because they don't have any material.
And that's okay. Okay, let me see. Did I check all the boxes? I think I checked all the boxes. Yes, in fact, I'm getting a please wrap up. You're welcome. What I want to tell you is that the Tony Awards are so special, and everyone here has worked very hard to make a show that not only honors those guidelines, but celebrates your contributions and your achievements this season. I am so proud because I've seen the work. It's incredibly varied, and you should all be so proud of everything that you have given to this Broadway season. Well done. Yeah. The Tony Awards are unlike any other show, not just because we celebrate the excellence on the Broadway stage, but because it is the one night of the year that we get the opportunity to bring Broadway to all of you at home. One night.
Okay, we do not like the spam.
Just maybe you will see a performance that inspires you to take a trip to New York City. Buy a ticket for you and your families or your friends to see a Broadway show. Or maybe you're like, you know what, we live in a post-COVID world, travel is not my vibe, but I want to see that show when it goes on national tour and comes to a city near me. That is why the Tonys matter, because you at home, you are a part of keeping the lights of Broadway shining bright, and for that we are grateful, and we thank you for your viewership. Okay, this has been really fun. I've talked a lot, and I think it's time for Broadway to speak for herself. And I think that there's no better way to do that than to start with the cast of New York, New York.
Oh shit, okay. New York is starting. This is the one I know the least about because there's not really a cast recording out for this one.
New York, the musical is about the greatest city in the world.
We are telling storylines on every level of the dreamers that come here. This is a love letter to New York that this city needs.
Oh, I actually like the way they're doing this. It's kind of like the Oscars or like Best Picture. Oh. And there's no one to introduce them because, again, there's no script. So they're kind of just letting them perform. Not heard the greatest things about this show, being honest. Yeah, that's also what I've heard. This is good though. I like this performance. It was really good. It was really good. Are we going into an award, or are we just... Oh, okay. Oh, wow, they don't even have an announcer this year. Okay, so I guess we're just going right from the performances. Yeah, you can already tell this is very different kind of show. But you know what? I'm kind of here for it. I like the fact that this is like so raw. Like everyone's just like unscripted. We're kind of just letting the performances speak for themselves. I think it's kind of cool the way they're doing it. And I think the fact that we were able to get a show, and I think the performances are always the most important part, because that's the way you're getting the recognition. You're getting, the name of the show, you're getting the show's name out there for people that don't know it and things like that. I think that's always really important. So I think that was probably like one of the biggest deal breakers for why this is still like happening. But yeah, I mean, really great start, I think. Ariana DeBose knocking out of the park for as much as she can. She can't really do as much this year. And I mean, that pretty much showed with her not even being able to do like a full musical number. She still did like a dancing thing. I like that she's still putting her all into this. And I love that she acknowledged the writers, because that's what this should be all about. Like, there's a problem going on. Let's honor the WGA. We're not going to have any scripts, but we're still going to put on this show and things like that. I think it's really great. And I think it's really important to especially continue to push that throughout the night. Just show how important it is. And maybe this will just fucking get the studio execs to wake up, and they'll realize, like, the real issue of what's going on here. But probably not, because they're still like, going to be as diluted as they've been this entire time. So yeah, overall though, so yeah, New York, I have not heard the greatest things about either. I've heard, yeah, that's mainly what I've heard. I've heard the book just isn't really that great, especially in like the second act of the show. Oh my God, we're getting a trailer for Theater Camp. Hold on. That looks so good. I can't wait. That was like a big, like, wanted to see this at Sundance, but I didn't really get to see anything at Sundance this year because mainly due to the fact that I mainly didn't get to see it at Sundance because I was busy going to a friend's wedding and meeting up with some friends, and that was more important than getting to watch Sundance films. So yeah, I haven't seen like anything from Sundance this year. That's why you didn't get any Sundance reviews. For those that are wondering, just a little aside, a quick little aside. Very excited for Theater Camp. One of the ones I was most excited for, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I've heard nothing but great things about that film. I actually have recorded my review for The Little Mermaid, and that will be out whenever I'm fully caught up on stuff. You'll get that review. But Allie and I did film it in person together. Before she left, she visited me, like I said, like 2 weeks ago, and we filmed it then. And oh my God, it's back already. Very much all of this. Also, let me just say this before we fully come back. That's exactly why this is happening, because people are just like overzealous and greedy, and yeah. Also, here we go. Yeah. Okay, here's the part I don't know anything about. As usual, I really don't have much of anything to say about these. But good luck to all nominees. I've heard a lot about Leopoldstadt. Okay, yeah. I mean, I've heard a lot about this show, so not too surprised.
complexities and the contradictions that they deserve. My ancestors, many of whom did not make it out of Poland, also thank you. Thank you, Patrick Marber, Sonny Friedman, and Roy Furman, for the opportunity of a lifetime. Can't believe this happening. To the most astonishing ensemble of actors, you have made me a better actor and a better person. I don't do any of this alone. We are an ensemble, and I share this with you. To our incredible stage managers and crew, especially my dresser Billy, you keep me alive. I love you so much. Playable shot above all else is a play about family, and I am nothing without mine, Zach. You are home to me, and I love you. My sister Michelle, my hero, my best friend Alexia, and my parents who are here tonight. The only thing I have ever wanted in this life is to be able to repay you for the sacrifices that you have made for me, but I work in the theater, so I can't do that.
Yeah.
But maybe this little trophy helps in some way to do that. You can even keep it at your house. And finally, I just want to say this one thing. To anyone who is watching who is a parent, when your child tells you who they are, believe them. Protect, celebrate, and water that truth, because an authentic life is a limitless life. The only reason I am standing here is because my parents did that for me growing up. They stood beside me, and they believed me when I said who I am. So thank you. I love you all so much. This is crazy. Thank you.
It was a great speech. It was a great speech. And it seems like a great show. I wish I knew more about the plays, but I assume this one's going to win a lot because I've heard a lot about it. This is the first time I'm hearing about it, though. All right. Give me another really quick hi, this is who we are. Let's go to the shows. I like how quick this is. They get through this so much swifter. Oh, I'm so happy that Julia Lester was nominated. I've been such a huge fan of hers since HSM the series. I don't think she's winning, though. Heard great things about this one. Okay. She might win. She might win. She also could win. The plot of Anne Juliet is so good. I'll get into that in a little bit, but it's not what I thought it was. Oh shit! Okay. Yep. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. I've heard she's one of the big standouts. I think, like I said, Kimberly Kimbo is going to win a lot of stuff tonight.
Such an incredible gift that came to me very closely after my father died, and it has helped me through my grief in so many ways, and so I thank you for that. Going going back to everyone involved with it. Neil Pepe at the Atlantic giving me an extension on my audition when I didn't think I could make it. The creative team for dealing with this grieving, fragile human. Jessica Stone, Danny Meffert, and our beautiful, beautiful Darius Barnes, who's not with us anymore, but whose heart and soul is in every piece of Kimberly and Kimbo. David Stone, the Shants, Aaron Blake, basically everyone involved on stage and off. We have the best crew. We have the best front of house. Thank you, everyone. Our band is incredible. And let's go back to my family. My mom and my brother are here with me. And yeah, look at you, okay. They have always loved me and embraced this insane life, including my dad, my voice is my dad's voice, so I get to bring him to Broadway 8 times a week. My grandma in heaven, who would take me to musical theater camp and supported me in every way she possibly could. There are so many people that are up there probably, hopefully celebrating. My amazing agent, Aaron, you've always believed in me and thought I was a star, and thank you for believing in that. Andrew, casting agent, who got me an agent in the beginning. Okay, I'm running over. A village of support. This is what's most important, because this is what's going to America. I want to tell everybody that doesn't maybe look like what the world is telling you should look like. Whether you're not pretty enough, you're not fit enough, your identity is not right, who you love isn't right, that doesn't matter, because guess what? It's right. And
Oh, okay, Camelot.
It's such a moving story. It's aspirational, inspirational, it's idealistic, romantic, and the main theme is humans have the capacity for goodness and greatness. And that's where it becomes so powerful, just sort of that sense of audiences asking themselves what Camelot as an idea means to them now, and what the future can be, and where our values can come from.
I actually don't know a ton about this production. I know the show, but like.
On the round table. My full right majesty. Yes, justice for all. To the death. You've invited the French. I have. Providing aid to the oppressed. For a new order of non example. An inspiration. You've invited the French.
No, literally, like we are on the exact same page tonight, Code. Like, straight up. Aside from Philippa Sue being in, I knew that. That's the only thing. Okay, that was pretty good. Yeah, and she got nominated for neither, I believe. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I mean, this is the most raw Tony Awards I think I've ever seen. The nominees literally just like sitting there saying who they are, then going right to it. I kind of like it, to be honest. I feel like it trims the fat and it makes it so this is a much tighter show. And especially like if you're concerned about this going over or you're just always feeling like these award shows drag on, I feel like this is kind of like the antidote to that, to where it's like, okay, well, now we have an award show that literally is just giving out awards and performances. Like there's nothing else going on here. And I kind of like it. I like how rapid it is. I like that the focus is on what it should be on, which are the speeches and also on the performances. That's what's most important. That's why we watch these. And I think it's good. Honestly, I like it. I like it so far. Okay, a lot of comments here. Yeah, no, exactly. Like it's some of it is honestly really unwatchable. Like a lot of the speeches they give, they seem very like easily scripted, and you can tell that they are, and they just don't quite deliver. And a lot of them just kind of drag on. And I also feel like a lot of them, they kind of just like make the night about themselves. This is like we are solely dedicating it to the people that are nominated, and I honestly like that a lot. I think it's really good. Yeah, I think Leopoldstadt is pretty much like locked to win. I think it's probably going to win everything it's nominated for. Yeah, some really good speeches already. A lot of great stuff, I think, especially about just identity, about the LGBTQ plus community, about discrimination. Just a lot of great speeches already, for sure. Oh, that's so cool. I wonder if you're near where this is happening, because that would be even more. That would be even more dope. Which alley are we talking about? I'm stupid. Which alley are we talking about? Can you remind me, please? Because I I think I know, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so Anne Juliet, I think is such a interesting premise. I thought this show was literally just like, what if Juliet survived? That's actually not what it is. It is that, but it's also Shakespeare's wife, like trying to like edit his story a bit and like change things up so it ends differently and like the women have more agency as characters. It's actually really a clever premise, and that's what really makes me want to see the show. Like I found out recently more of like what it's about, and that actually I think is a really genius idea, and I think there's a lot that you can do with that. So yeah, I mean I think that I don't know if they're gonna take anything. I could see them taking like maybe like set design or like cost, something like that. But like I really don't think they're gonna take all that much tonight, unfortunately. Oh yeah. Oh, that's another one that I will be reviewing in a What I Watched video. I'm going to do that for What I Watched in May of 2023, whenever I get to that. So look forward to that. But I have seen that, or not May, yeah, May. I have seen that movie, and I can say I'm a fan. That's all I will say. I am definitely a fan of it. Oh, yeah, I think pretty much too. Those two are kind of locked, and as they should be, because I've heard they're both really, I mean, I've seen Alex. Alex is amazing and Shocked. I have not seen Jay Harrison Yee, but I've heard they are incredible and Some Like It Hot, and like basically like the reason to see it. So yeah, I've heard there's a big, group of like droves of people that want to see Annalie win. And I've heard a lot of people say it could just be because of her not winning for Sunday in the Park with George, which if that's the reasoning, I'm not really a fan of that. I feel like they should win for the thing they're nominated for and not just like for something else they didn't get nominated for. But maybe that's just me personally. I think it's probably going to, shit, what the hell is her name? Why can I not think today? Names are just like not something that I'm thinking about. Oh, Victoria Clark. It's going to Victoria Clark, I think. If Kimberly Akimbo is going to sweep, it's definitely going to Victoria Clark. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. I was surprised that her parents weren't nominated either because I've heard they're both really incredible, especially like the spoken monologues and whatnot. Yeah, I've heard it's a ton of fun. And like I said, I'm not usually a fan of, like musical reviews where it's like just a bunch of different songs. Like I'm not a fan of like jukebox musicals. Usually I find a lot of them to just be kind of whatever. And it's like they're only making this so they can play these songs. But this one actually feels like it has like something different to it. So yeah, I'm a fan. Also, next award. Direction of a play. Okay. Leopoldstadt, probably. I feel like this is going to be a very predictable night, but I'm kind of here for it. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of here for it. I literally forgot about Life of Pi.
The American Theatre Wing's Tony goes to Patrick Marber.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I expected. Not too surprising there. Yeah.
But did you notice how when the actors' names were mentioned for their prizes, the camera went to them, smiled, said hello, mom, and they got a little private moment of glory. Not so the directors. No one wants to see our ugly faces.
Oh my god.
Not even the director of this show. And my fellow directors were all sat there at the back, under the overhang. You are beautiful people. I love you all. Stand with you. But we directors, we belong in the dark. We belong backstage. They made the right decision. I feel a little self-conscious up here. I'm wrapping up now. Oh. Heck. Okay. Thank you, Sonia Freeman, for being the greatest of producers. And thank you to everyone involved in Leopoldstadt. I'm thrilled to win this prize. Thank you. And thank you, Tom Stoppard. I can see you there beaming at me, and that's a thrilling sight. You were my hero when I was growing up, my inspiration when I decided or tried to become a playwright, my great colleague when I started directing a plays, and now I think my beloved friend, and still my hero. Thank you, Tom. You wrote a beautiful play.
Okay. Coleman Domingo and nobody else. Nobody else is next to Coleman Domingo. It's just him.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Coleman Domingo.
Yes. Oh, shit. Okay. Direction of a musical. Okay. I don't know who the front runner is for this one. That clip makes me miss Shucked. I think Jessica Stone, Kimberly Akimbo. We'll see.
And the Tony Award goes to
Oh shit. Okay. Okay. I mean, Parade's winning Best Survival. That pretty much sums it up. Why wouldn't it after that?
So beautifully and terrifyingly every night. You were amazing this morning. You're amazing every day. Thank you. Parade tells the story of a life that was cut short at the hands of the belief that one group of people is more or less valuable than another, and they might be more deserving of justice. This is a belief that is the core of anti-Semitism, of white supremacy, of homophobia, of transphobia, and intolerance of any kind. We must come together. We must battle this. It is so, so important, or else we are doomed to repeat the horrors of our history.
Mm-hmm. That's why Parade is such an important show.
Trans, non-binary, queer, you know that you're queer. This is what makes you beautiful and powerful. Everyone in this room sees you and needs you, and will fight alongside you, and we will win. Growing up, I was called the F word more times than I can remember, and So keep raising your voices, standing up against intolerance of any kind, anywhere you see it. Keep loving and uplifting each other, standing up for each other. Continue making challenging art, and vote every chance you get.
Oh yeah.
Alfred and Jason and all the people who make Parade, and to my family and friends and colleagues who have supported me, and I love you. You are the best of me, and to Andy and Jay, I love you. Thank you. I can't wait to come home to you. God bless you.
That was an amazing speech. Oh, here we go. Cardbender, where are you? And Juliet.
Juliet plunges Romeo's dagger into her heart. What if Juliet didn't die? That should almost be the start of the line.
What happens when you remix Romeo and Juliet with Cox's greatest hits? It was the best musical invented by the and Juliet. They must find on Broadway.
This is literally just a promo for the show. Here we go. Oh wow. This is so good. That was incredible. Yeah, wow. I have not heard that one before. I mean, I've heard the song obviously, but I haven't heard like her rendition of it, and it's wow, that was great. Damn, do you know some inside tea that we didn't? Because that's literally the song she just performed. But no, that was fantastic. Yeah, I mean, here's my thing with jukebox musicals. It's not like I despise them. It's just most of the time the plot's like very thin. They don't really care a lot about the story. This is why I'm not a fan of like Mamma Mia, for example. I just don't think the story is all that great. I think a lot of the time they implement songs just to implement them. They don't really care about if it actually fits with what's going on. But it seems like & Juliet does something really different as a jukebox musical, and that's why I have actually a lot of respect for it. And honestly, I really underestimated it, I feel like, this Tony season, because I remember because my girlfriend initially wanted to see wanted to see & Juliet. And I said I didn't think it was going to be very good because I heard like reviews of the West End production was not that great. So we didn't end up seeing that one. We saw Shucked instead. But now I'm hearing actually, I mean, and Shucked was amazing. Like, I'm very happy we saw Shucked. But, you know, I wish that I would have just been like, you know what, give it a chance, because it seems like it's a really great show. So. Oh, yeah. The speeches this year are just incredible. These people are not holding back. They're really just talking about some very important causes, very important stuff that people need to talk about. And it's because they have the time to do it, because the focus is on the speeches. So they're like, you know what, let's just take full advantage of that and just, you know, speak our truth, speak what's important to us. And I think it's great. I think it's great they're doing it. All the speeches have been phenomenal so far. Yeah, I mean, I think it's Parade. I mean, I've heard, so here's the thing, funny story, and I know I keep talking about Shucked. It's like, okay, we get it, Kevin, you saw Shucked, stop flexing. There was literally a guy who saw Shucked, and he had seen Sweeney Todd, like, literally the same day. So, yeah, I've heard a lot of great things about it. But I think Parade is winning, just after Best Director, which completely took me by surprise. I was not expecting for him to win, but really great speech from him, and I'm really glad that he won. But yeah, I think Parade is probably winning. Oh, I love Moulin Rouge. That's definitely another exception, but like, there's just a lot that I don't really like all that much. Yeah, that always sucks when that happens, especially when like they're there because of Tony season and then nobody really ends up seeing it, and so it just closes. Like, I'm kind of worried that's going to happen to New York, for example, because it just hasn't gotten the greatest reviews. So yeah, I mean, it always sucks. I know it happened to Beetlejuice a while ago, and then they came back because of, but they closed because of COVID. It had nothing to do with the Tony Awards, really. It was really just because of COVID. But then thankfully they came back and then they closed again, which Beetlejuice would have been a show that I really wanted to see. Thankfully, I got to see 2 shows instead of 1. I saw Little Shop as well, which was fantastic. But Beetlejuice, I would have loved to get to see on Broadway. Yeah, I think so too. I think 1 is winning score, 1 is winning book. I do think that Shucked is going to win a decent chunk of stuff. I don't know what exactly, but I do think we're going to see some awards from both shows for sure. Oh, it's back.
Well, this is a fun aisle. Hello. I think I might do something from a scrapbook, so just indulge me.
Oh my God.
Take a selfie. I know, it's really annoying, but let's be in it. Like everybody. Cool. Stick your head in it. I'm super low.
Redeeming the like Ellen Oscars selfie when that was a thing.
I was blown away by Bonnie Milligan. My God. Come on. Love to see it. And I'm going to stop gushing, and I'm going to tell you that Best Featured Actress in a Play is up next. And also, I don't know what these notes stand for. So please welcome whoever walks out on stage next.
The notes on her arm just like drying up so she can't read it. It's so funny. But again, I love how natural this is. Like, it just feels so much more like, I don't know, like authentic compared to other shows. Again, nothing to say about these until we get to the nominees.
And the nominees are Nikki Crawford, Fat Ham.
Okay. I've heard a lot about Fat Ham. I don't know what it's like about though. I really wish I had more to say about these, but I don't know anything about the plays. It happens every year. Ow, okay. That makes sense. Okay. We do love the diversity in the nominations. We do love that.
The American Theater Wing's Tony Award goes to Miriam.
Okay. I literally don't know what this show is, but congrats to her.
Whom I miss beyond expression. She taught me to live life with love, with conviction, compassion, radicalism, and activism. This is also for my dad, who's up there somewhere. Hi, Dad. And he brought me to the theater as a little girl and got me hooked on this business. And he's also the one who told me that day in the ICU that I should stick with this play no matter what, even if I wanted to quit, knowing how much it meant to me. Lorraine Hansberry was a visionary and a genius, and it is a divine honor to get to speak her words every night. We all know the transformational power of theater, that it can be a balm to commune with one another every night, and I've never felt that more tangibly. I have to thank everybody who's been part of this along the way, bringing Cindy Bristine home to Broadway, the Goodman, everyone at the Goodman, everyone at Bandit, everybody at the James Earl Jones who keep me alive every night. My dear husband Adam, who's over there, whom I would not have survived the last few months or years without. To Stella and Henry, hi Stella, hi Henry. My beautiful children who are my source of joy. To my reps, to Joy Gresham, to our fearless producers, to Annie Kaufman, my brilliant director, who believed in me and saw me and brought me along for this ride. I have to thank everybody, my most beautiful cast, my crew, everybody. We are a staunchly pro-union household. And I have to say, my parents raised me to believe in the power of labor and workers being compensated and treated fairly, and we stand with the WGA in solidarity.
As we absolutely should. Again, just keep pushing for all the compensation in WGA. Oh shit, okay. He's probably winning best choreography. Casey Nicolau. I like that they're showing the theaters as well that they're in. Like, let's acknowledge that too. Yes. This is one of my most played songs of the year so far. I'm just putting that out there. I was surprised she wasn't nominated, Adrienne Warren. I thought for sure, like, you know, she would have been. Did I say Adriana Warren? I meant Adriana Hicks. I'm so stupid. Adriana Hicks. I was surprised was not nominated. Yes. So good. So good. And I think that was like probably the best one to like showcase the entire ensemble. The only one they could have done was like You Could Have Knocked Me Over with a Stick because of like Jay Harrison Gee. All right. Yeah, I agree. I think they're probably winning for both of those. I think best choreography is a shoo-in. It's Casey Nicolau. He always kills it. I think probably, yeah, that's what's going to happen. Yeah, that was a great performance. Like I said, I've been listening to that song like constantly. In fact, let me go to my like Apple Music replay right now just to give you guys an idea of like how much I've listened to that song. Okay. Replay 2023. Oh my God, nobody cares, Kevin. I know, but I want to show it anyway. It is literally the fourth song I have listened to the most this year. And then Darker Shade of Blue is like not too far behind it. I've listened to those two a lot, so those are probably my two favorite songs from the show. It's a really great cast recording. I think it's like Some Like It Hot's like the perfect example of how you take the source material and then kind of like do something different with it. And I feel like that's what makes this like year of musical special. It's like, yes, we have some that are based off other things, but they're doing something different with it. And I think that's the best example. So yeah, I am a big fan of what I've heard. It's definitely a show I do want to see at some point because it seems really, really special. So at the risk of me not spoiling how I felt about some of these movies, I will mention some that I've really loved. Actually, that makes no fucking sense. I'm gonna be spoiling it regardless. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just say. Okay, best movie 2023 so far. It's a tie between Beau is Afraid or Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Both of those are ones that I really love a lot. And honestly, I don't know which one I like more. I like them both for completely different reasons, but that's probably what I would say is my best movie. Worst movie 2023. It's a movie that came out in January. It's called Alone at Night. I'm not going to get into it more than that, but Jesus Christ, that movie was rough. Underrated movie. There's been a couple this year that I've liked more than I think others have. I'll throw in a couple in there that I think are kind of like obscure picks that are like, you liked that? And yeah, I did like it. I actually really ended up enjoying, I know it was kind of divisive, but Renfield, I like a lot. I think a lot of people didn't like that movie, but I liked that one. A Good Person, I liked that one, which I know a lot of people didn't like. But the two big ones I would say are like, I don't know why I like this so much. I just kind of do. Cocaine Bear, I was a fan of. I thought it was fun. And then this one like really threw me for a loop. I did not think I would like this movie at all, but About My Father, I thought was a fun time. So I would say those for underrated because that's not the same as Overlooked. A lot of people don't understand. Overlooked is like, people like it, but they kind of forgot about it. Underrated's like it. People generally don't like it that much, but you actually like it. So if that's what you're asking me, yes, that's what I would say. Yes, very much this. I will always be a theater kid at heart. Broadway is like go-to for me when it comes to music I listen to. It's kind of crazy. Like, I feel like there's so many people who are like, what's your favorite artist? And they can just name it. And for me, I'm like, show tunes, like straight up. Like that's what I listen to. I mean, there's other artists I listen to. Like, it's not like I just listen to show tunes, but yeah, that was crazy. I mean, I feel like Cinderella, it was supposed to be this really big show and just everybody just absolutely destroyed it. And look, I actually like some of the songs in that show. I've listened to quite a few of them in 2021. And again, this could just be me kind of just being very easily entertained by show tunes. But I mean, I Know I Have a Heart, Bad Cinderella, Only You, Lonely You, the one that Adam Lambert was supposed to do that got cut, Far Too Late. I mean, there's quite a few that I actually really like. So Long, but the book, yeah, I've heard is just absolute garbage. And I think there was just no saving it. And I think it's really funny how I've heard since then, basically the entire marketing around that show is that they didn't get any Tonys. I think it's actually really clever. It's like they're aware of it. They're not trying to like be like, oh, woe is me, we didn't get any Tonys. It's more like kind of just like acknowledging it, and it's kind of like getting people to see the show. So yeah, I mean, it really sucks like how much that show just kind of like sunk because it did seem like it was going to be something for a minute, and then it just turned out to not be good at all. I was not surprised to see it get like literally 0 nominations whatsoever, especially when I feel like it's kind of become like a punchline. Like, I feel like that's the like Diana the musical of this year, where it's like that's the show that people just kind of make fun of. Which I still haven't seen Diana the musical, even though it's literally on Netflix and I could have watched it. I guess that speaks to how little I cared. But yeah, I don't know why specifically that one I didn't watch because I've watched like everything else. But oh my God, it's back. I'm gonna stop talking now. But yeah, Diana the musical, Bad Cinderella really just fell apart, and it's kind of funny how it did. All right, best survival of a play. Once again, no fucking idea what's gonna even win here. Maybe A Doll's House. I know that's one. Okay, yeah. Oh, I like the way they're doing this.
I'm not trying to reinvent what it was before. I'm trying to find those things that are still present for us now.
You teach that girl that she living at the bottom of life. She gonna grow up and hate you. I'm gonna teach her the truth.
It's very tiring. It feels so present, so modern, and so now. And even reading it, I learn a lot about myself. I learn a lot about how women are viewed in society and how they're valued, where their value lies in society.
Sit down.
I'm hoping that in some way it holds up from here. So those that are watching are now questioning how they
A Doll's House I'm actually familiar with. I definitely read it in English or something.
Catching them both in a moment of transition, two people who have stopped believing in each other's abilities to achieve their dreams.
Oh, Rachel Brosnahan's in this.
Heartbreaking and difficult, but they love each other so deeply.
There's a big push to withdraw, to focus on the self. This is a call to continue to put yourself out there, to engage however one can.
What is this one? Oh, Corey Hawkins. And is that... Oh, no! Stupid Apple TV lagging in the middle of the nominations. What the fuck? Come on. Don't you understand what's important here? The nominations are literally supposed to be the focus of this, and you decide to shit the bed then. It could have been during one of the commercials. What the hell? Anyway, I'm gonna restart my Apple TV. Don't tell me who won, because I don't know. Let me catch up on some comments real quick. Yeah, I actually really liked The Little Mermaid. That was a big surprise for me. I was also not really looking forward to it because I'm also feeling that fatigue. It's why are we doing this at this point? But I thought that was honestly one of the better ones. Yeah, she would be, oh my God, she would be so good. Honestly, make that happen. But I also I don't know. I don't know if I want them to do a Hunchback remake because I feel like the stuff they got away with in the animated film, they wouldn't be able to get away with now. And I don't know. I just don't really want them to do a live action remake just because I feel like it would be really sanitized. I could be wrong, but I just feel like a lot of them turn out that way. Anyway, we're trying to restart my Apple TV here, or at least we're in the process of doing so. Okay. We are restarting, and we are probably going to see who the winner is. And we love that. We love when I don't get to react to the winner of a play that I haven't even really heard about until now. It's wonderful. But anyway, yeah, live TV, Tony Awards. What won? Oh, shit. Okay. Well, congrats to them. Literally missed that whole fucking speech. Oh, okay, Into the Woods. Yeah, at least it's during something I have like nothing to say about. There's that at least. But still, like, what the fuck? Literally right when they're about to give the win, and I don't even get to see the speech. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know this was a production at first. I thought this was just like something they did for like a cast recording, but I guess it is.
Compare this with your ear of corn. Where'd you find it? I found it from a maid in the town.
Sarah Bareilles is so well cast here.
Surely we can locate the slipper by then.
And Brian Darcy James.
You'll allow me to stay.
Well, perhaps it will take the two of us to get this child.
Yes.
You're daring. You're different in the woods. More sure. More sharing. You're getting us through the woods. If you could see, you're not the man to start. And watch more open-hearted than I knew.
It takes two.
I thought one was
Enough to come true. It takes two of us. You came through.
when the journey was rough.
It took two of us.
It takes care. It takes patience and fear and
Despair to change. You swear to change. You do. It takes two. This is a classic. I'm sorry. I have to sing it.
Something about the woods, not just surviving, you're blossoming in the woods. At home here, wasted sand forever, and your passionate, charming, considerate love.
It takes one. And once we be gone, it takes two. It's no fun. The two of us. It's because I'm becoming aware to us that you swear. Oh, was it? Who was the original casting? I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with this production. I'm sorry. I didn't think it was a real thing at first. I thought it was just for a cast recording. I'm stupid. I think you're right. I'd have to look into that, though.
Just a few of us. It takes just a bit more and we're done.
Okay, so you're correct for the Hollywood Bowl. Let me let them finish first. That was so good. Classic song. Always great to hear. I remember when like COVID was happening and they did that like tribute to Sondheim, and I watched the Beanie Feldstein like Ben Platt cover of that like constantly. And it was just one of the things like put me in a good mood, you know, like during such uncertain and dark times. It was a really fun time. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but anyway. Okay, so I'm looking into this right now. If you're talking about the Hollywood Bowl, yes, they've changed it. Skylar Astin was the baker, and then it was Brian Darcy James for the revival. And then for the U.S. tour, it's Sebastian Arkellis, I think. Yeah, Arkellis. And then Sutton Foster for the Hollywood Bowl, Sarah Bareilles for Broadway, and Stephanie J. Block for the tour. Yeah, that was, I think that's for the national tour. At least that's what it says on Wikipedia here. So yeah. Yeah, Philippa Sue also plays Cinderella. Gavin Creel. Such a good cast. Julia Lester, Joshua Henry. The fact that Bettina Miller wasn't nominated, I was surprised. I really was. I think that, like, anytime she shows up in anything, she's always a big standout. Like, I remember when she was, like, the shoo-in to win for, like, Pippin and things like that. And I always get excited to see her, you know, ever since, like, Sister Act. But I guess they didn't nominate her for whatever reason. But yeah, really great cast, really fun performance. It makes sense why they did that one because Sarah Bareilles is nominated, and they need to like showcase her performance. Which, can I just say, she looks fantastic in the role. Like, I think she was perfectly cast here. I really think they picked like the perfect persona for like the baker's wife. She seems great here. Okay, so yeah, Stephanie J. Block was the replacement, and Cheyenne Jackson and Sebastian Arcellus were also replacements. They were nominated for the Audience Choice Awards. So there's that. I'm seeing what else this show was nominated for. Okay, so Brian Darcy and Sarah Bareilles are both nominated. So yeah, it made sense why they performed that because they both were nominated. I don't think they're winning, but that was a really fun performance, and it seems like a really fun show. I've always wanted to see Into the Woods. But it just slipped by me. But you know, it's like one of the best. Absolutely. Oh, okay, it's back. Oh. Oh, I guess this was earlier in the night. Yeah, I thought they were going to do like a medley, but guess not. Also, Ariana is really showing off her, like how good of a dancer she is tonight. Like, holy shit. And Julian Huff's always amazing. Yeah.
Our Lifetime Achievement recipients, Mr. John Cameron and Mr. Joel Gray.
Oh, Joel Gray too. Okay, I thought it was Candor and Ev, but I guess it's those two. No, not another fucking. Why does this keep doing this? Okay, it came back this time. At least it came back. What the hell? My Paramount Plus is just like not on its shit today. Oh, okay. Featured actor. Here we go. All right, let's go. This is where I get excited.
And we want to wish you a happy and joyful Pride. To the LGBTQ community and to the overwhelming majority of Americans who support and love us. Thank you.
featured actor in a musical.
Okay. Oh, so good. It's perfect. It's perfect. I love just the weird segues that character has. He could win. Poor Little Millionaire is also really fun. I have heard nothing about him. Yes. I think this is Alex's award, but we'll see.
And the Tony goes to
Woo!
Alex.
Yes. Fuck yes. So deserved. So well deserved. Oh, they won. They won. I didn't really think there was any real competition. I thought they were pretty much winning by a landslide. And yeah, it's so well deserved.
I'm not gonna hold y'all, cause it's hot in here. I have wanted this my entire life. And I thank each and every one of you in this room right now. And mommy, I love you. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for loving me unconditionally. Thank you for teaching me what strength is. To my entire building and cast and crew, Chuck, you are my rock. I love you all. Thank you for seeing me Broadway. I should not be up here as a queer, non-binary, fat, black little baby from Massachusetts. And to anyone that thinks that they can't do it, I'm going to look you dead in your face that you can do anything you put your mind to.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, I mean, that's especially like why I wanted them to win. But also their performance is just incredible. Oh, Parade. I assume they're going to do This Is Not Over Yet.
She says to tell you that you know who is going to re-examine you know what. Say that again. You know who is going to re-examine you know what. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so my sweet Lucy.
Yeah.
Did you ever manage it? You don't know what any of this means. It means cancel all your parties. Forget your big parade. No matter. It means the crowds will not be cheering. So despite what you've been hearing, you can lay down your spade. Yo, hush up. My mother can't stop crying. the end of my rope, but suddenly loud as a border, there is hope. Doesn't have to walk away. It means the gallows still are big, and we've got life to make. It means you shouldn't underestimate the seal and Leo parade. 'Cause this is not over.
Woo! So good. Such a good performance. Parade is such a like tragedy of a show, but like I love that they perform the one that like gives you a sense of hope, you know. It just really and also just like really showcases like both of their talents. Oh yeah, it's one of those songs. Like it's definitely one of those songs where just like every time you're just like blown away by the amazing voices, the amazing vocals, the harmonies, all of it is just incredible. Okay, couple other things here. They just did Best Feature Actor in a Musical, which was deservingly given to Alex Newell. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the reason why I've really been like pushing for them to win, but also just again, the performance that they give in Shucked, it's unparalleled. I mean, they are just so confident in the role. They are such a huge standout. You gravitate towards their character immediately. I think that everything they do in that show, I mean, there's a reason why they are getting a standing ovation every single time they perform independently owned. There's a reason for it, and it's because their performance is just really that good. Lulu is an amazing character. Such funny lines, such a huge standout every time she appears, and Alex does such a great job at playing her. So they deserve all the love for that performance, and I'm so happy that they ended up winning. So I've seen the first episode of The Idol. I will say I don't think it's like the worst thing ever, but it's unfortunately not very good at all. I think it's like the definition of what happens when like you have completely the wrong person involved and they have no idea what the actual like intent was for the show. They have no idea what they were actually trying to get out of this show. It just really sucks what happened. I feel like if, you know, had all the shit not happened with Amy Simons, like this really could have been something effective. But right now it just feels like it is so far away from like what it was supposed to be. So I know there's an episode on like literally right now. Hopefully it's better, but I was not impressed. So I can't talk too much about the majority of these because I am not caught up on Succession, Barry, and I haven't even started Ted Lasso. So I can't even talk about any of those, but I will say season 2 finale of Yellow Jackets honestly really disappointed me. I was liking the season quite a bit, but I thought the way that it all wrapped up, it just felt really random. It didn't feel like it fit together in the way that it was supposed to. I think they really dropped the ball with some very important story arcs. There's one decision they made especially that I thought was just utterly miscalculated, and I don't understand why they decided to do that. Aside from like one piece of potential drama we've heard from like behind the scenes, but yeah, I was very disappointed by it. I mean, really good stuff with all the flashbacks. Everything with the flashbacks this season were fantastic. The present day storyline honestly was kind of a mess. So yeah, I was honestly pretty underwhelmed. I'm hoping that we get that bonus episode though, because I've heard a lot about that. And honestly, I'm here for it. I'm very much here for it. I mean, look, this is like one of the most diverse groups of nominees that we've had. I think there is no better way, especially with all the hate that the LGBTQ community has been facing this year. I think there is no better way to celebrate them than to, you know, award the performers that absolutely deserve it. And I think Jay Harrison Yee honestly has a really strong chance of winning. Like I feel like it's honestly like, I don't know if it's like as much of a lock as Alex Newell, but I think that they probably are going to win. If it's not them, I mean, I could see Ben Platt possibly. I could see who else is nominated. Let me just check real quick. I'm supposed to know this, but I just don't know all of them by heart. Okay. Christian Borle, Josh Groban, Brian Darcy, Colton Ryan. Yeah, I think it's probably Jay Harrison Yee. If it's not them, it's going to be Ben Platt, I think. Josh Groban, maybe, but like I've heard Josh Groban's like really good in Sweeney Todd, but I've heard many people say like Annalee Ashford's like probably the big standout. So, you know. And then best performance by leading actress. I think it's either Victoria Clark or Annalee Ashford. Leaning towards Victoria Clark at this point. But we'll see. But yeah, I think this has been a really great show so far. You know, really flying through all these nominees. Kind of feels like they're setting a new standard for award shows. Like maybe let's do away with all the monologues. Maybe let's do away with all the like scripted presenter stuff. Because honestly, I'm enjoying this a lot. Like, yes, the presenters don't have much to do, but it's not really about them. It's about the people that are receiving these awards. It's about the recipients, and it's about the, it's about the recipients, and it's about the performances, and that's what it should be about. So I'm here for this. I like this a lot. All right. Oh, Carnegie Mellon.
CMU and the Tony Awards presented the 2023 Excellence in Theater Education Award. And while I am certain that the current governor of my home state of Florida.
Oh my God.
Florida. Please stand, Jason. Congratulations. And from all of us theater kids, we thank you.
Absolutely. All the shade. All the shade. Fuck DeSantis. Oh, best book. Okay. Ooh, okay. Let's see if what you said, Codex, is going to come true here. Okay, I don't know what's going to win here. It could be either Kimberly or Shucked, but we'll see. Okay. Yeah. They're sweeping. They're going to sweep. I mean, maybe not sweeping because they haven't won everything, but yeah. It's not shocking.
Thank you to the Broadway League and the American Theater Wing. I want to first say what an honor it is to be in a category with all of these amazing writers. And also how special it is that we're all here tonight supporting the theater community, which we adore so much. And that tomorrow we're going to be on the picket line supporting the beloved other industry, TV and film.
Hell yes.
We just want to be treated fairly.
Exactly.
I want to thank
It's literally that simple.
family, in particular David Stone and LaShawn, the producers, the amazing cast and crew, and I won't name everybody that we named earlier. But just to say, these are the most astounding group of collaborators anyone could ever work for, or with, sometimes for. And I want to thank my family, my sons Cooper and Nicholas, my sister Janet, my wife Chris, whose heart and breath and fingerprints are on every word that I write. And I want to thank my parents who are no longer with us, but whose good intentions and bad habits and hopes and fears and weird thoughts and strange bits and broken parts all got mixed together and funneled into me to make me the writer that I am.
Okay, Sweeney Todd. Here we go. Oh, they're doing this one.
He kept a shop in London town, fancy clients and good renown. And what if none of their souls were saved? They went to their maker and never be saved. Why Sweeney taught the demon bar of Fleet Street.
This is a good ensemble. Holy shit. Oh yeah, Gaten Matarazzo's there too.
His needs were few, his room was bare. A fancy chair. A mug of something to wear, the strong ready for the towel of pain and a block.
Morning, Missy, decorate the dawn. That's Sweeney Todd.
The demon bar of Fleet Street.
Inconspicuous Sweeney was, and quiet and clean he was. Under his smile, under his word, his speed and music that nobody heard. Sweeney Todd, the Sweeney Todd, the Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney was subtle, Sweeney would think that rhymes was subtle. Sweeney was Sweeney was, and quiet and nice. That's what it was. Sweeney was, Sweeney was, Sweeney was, Sweeney was.
This is so good. There he is. That was great. I mean, my only thing with that performance was there was nothing with Annalie Ashford. And if they're trying to like build a case for why she should win, didn't really show it here. They could have done like Worst Pies in London or something. But that was good. It was a really good performance. Seems like an amazing ensemble. Beautiful Noise. I literally forgot about A Beautiful Noise. But yeah, that's what's next apparently. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. I mean, it's pretty clear that Kimberly Akimbo is winning Best Musical at this point. But I think Shucked is if they're getting anything else besides Alex Newell, it's going to be Best Score because I think they're going to want to give Shuck something besides just Alex Newell. But we'll see. We'll see. I was surprised to see that there were a couple other like actors from Shuck that weren't nominated. I thought at least like, for example, I thought there was like a slim chance that like Caroline Inabilker could have won. Could have not won, but like been nominated. But I understand why. Because she's great in the show, but like Alex and Kevin are like literally the like they're the standouts. Like those two deserve the nominees out of everyone. So yeah, nothing crazy. I think the only one that was like slightly shocking was when the director of Parade won, but there was nothing where it was like, oh my God, I literally thought that had no chance. And I also like that nothing's like sweeping so far. Like we've had a lot of wins for, you know, there's a lot of shows that have had a lot of wins, but it seems like kind of everything is winning tonight. Like a little something for Some Like It Hot, a little something for Shucked, a little something for Kimberly Akimbo. I'm assuming, like I said, Some Like It Hot's going to get stuff. But yeah, it's been really good so far, I think. Yeah, that's why I was like confused too. I thought what they were doing was they were going to do a little bit of the ballad and then it was going to transition into Worst Pies, and then it didn't for some reason. I guess they just wanted to showcase like the ensemble, maybe also showcase like just a lot of the like set design and things like that. Cause I mean, the set is incredible. Oh my God, that fog, the costumes, like that's probably why they chose it. But I think they could have done both and then killed two birds with one stone. But I mean, what do I know? But yeah, the fact that they didn't do Worst Pies is surprising to me. Cause like you said, Annalie could potentially be winning Best Actress tonight. Although I think it's going to be Victoria Clark, but we'll see. Yeah, I've heard great things about the revival. And honestly, like, what a great cast all around. Like, Josh Groban is, like, perfectly cast for something like that. He has the exact kind of voice that, like, Sweeney Todd should have. Ruthie M. Miles, always a big fan of her in pretty much anything. Yeah, all around, I think, very, very good wins so far. Oh, yeah, Jordan Fisher's in that, too. All right. We will see what ends up coming up next. Oh, commercials right now. How are you guys enjoying the show so far? I think it's been really good. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. There's way more options, and I think that is what makes this year so special is that I feel like last year, super obvious that it was going to be a Small Lights. Year before that, I mean, forget about it. There was nothing. But like even like 2019, I mean, it was pretty obvious Hadestown was going to sweep. This year. It's like we're kind of dabbling in different like shows, and I feel like that's why like we're seeing such a large, diverse, diversity in terms of winners. Like there's all kinds of different, different winners for different shows. It's not all just like the same show. And I find that honestly really refreshing. Like, don't get me wrong. I love a good sweep. I do. But like, I loved when Everything Everywhere was like sweeping at the Oscars. That was incredible. Very well deserved. But I do like it when, you know, we have a year where just there's a little something for everyone. And I think that's the best way to sum up Broadway this year, is that there literally is something for everyone. And there's different things to give out, you know, for, you know, different awards. Like, I think there's different categories that should very well be, you know, should be rewarded. And I think that's why we're seeing such a diversity this year. Yeah, I was too. Just because, like, you know, I think Josh Groban has been kind of hit or miss when it comes to performances, but I mean, he seems like he kills it as Sweeney. Also, Beautiful Noise. This is another show that I feel like a lot more people expected to get more awards than it did, and it got literally like nothing. Except for like original score, or like, yeah. Is this show good? I don't feel like I've heard a lot about it. Oh, this is cool. I like when they like come into the audience. So good. So good. Ba, ba, ba. Da-da-da. 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 Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Good. So good. So good. Listen, you got to do that when you hear this song. Oh, oh. It was fun. It was fun, I guess. Very quick, but it was fun. Okay, Kelly O'Hara. Oh, Revival. All right, well, Parade. Here we go. Congrats, Parade, on your reward. Yep. I mean, that was obvious. Very well deserved. I mean, I haven't seen the show, but it looks incredible. I hate when I haven't seen these shows because I feel like it strains credibility when I say it's deserved, but just like from what I've seen, it seems deserved.
PG, we want to thank Michael Hart and Tony Award winner for his extraordinary leadership on that beautiful
City Senator and Jenny Gersten, who entrusted us with this stunning production and was their great collaborator each and every day. And she was
Oh wow, it's already almost 10. This is really like moving quickly.
There's 120 people in Midtown right now celebrating the success we represent. Shockingly, only a small handful of them.
To the Schuberts, thank you for our beautiful home, and most importantly, none of us would be here tonight if it wasn't for the trust and generosity of these two creative geniuses, Alfred Urey and Jason Roberts.
25 years ago, and one for parade, and unbelievably, here we are again. We are here this time because of a remarkable company of professionals on stage and off stage. Ben and Kayla, and they're on wonderful people like Justin and Tom. They're off stage. They're all miraculous, and we will thank you forever.
Well, somebody got cut off, but that was really good regardless. And congrats to Parade. Oh, I was like, are we cutting to something else? Like, this is... Oh, okay, yeah. Phantom's done.
What's so amazing about it is that, for years, we had an expectation of what beauty was in this culture to be that symbol for the next generation. It just explodes on that stage. They've never seen anything like it. Had to be something different, something that happened to be before. Never that happened to me ever again.
Are we getting a Phantom performance? I guess we are. Shit. Okay. I did not expect this. Oh, in memoriam. Okay. always really sad when they do the in memoriam. I forgot about just a random aside that I just thought of. Joaquina Colacango, I literally forgot about her show Paradise Square and how like she I believe won the award for outstanding actress. Yes, she did. And then, you know, she won it. And then there was like all this controversy with the show after that. Kind of crazy what happened to that show because I was really excited to listen to the cast recording. And then the guy who made the show turned out to be a piece of shit. So, yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think we're definitely going to see Phantom returning because Andrew Lloyd Webber is not quite hitting the way he used to. I feel like not quite on the level that I think he used to be on. Yeah, this has been such a good ceremony all around. It's been so quick. Nothing's really dragged on. They focus on the stuff that's important. Really great wins. Really great speeches. I think we're like 2 years in a row, fantastic Tonys. And I honestly, Ariana DeBose, I think, is a big part of that. Like, keep bringing her back, and I think we're going to have amazing shows. So, yeah, very much a fan of this year's show. Yeah, we only have a few more awards left. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a lot of lost media. And it sucks. Speaking of lost media, it sucks what's happening. We're talking about streaming services. It sucks that a lot of streaming services are purging their own like shows and movies, and that you literally can't watch anywhere else. So it's literally lost media. It's horrible, absolutely horrible. Yeah, I've heard that too. He's definitely not the greatest guy in the world. Yeah, the way he handled Bad Cinderella's reception, I thought was really stupid. Like, I just don't understand when people are like, "Oh, they can say whatever they want about my show." Like, just like listen to critics. Like, you're not going to get anywhere if you don't. Anyway, what's next? Lead actor, okay. J. Harrison Ghee, probably. Woo! I don't think he's winning. I love Christian Borle, but no. Probably winning. But also could, like, potentially win here. I wouldn't be surprised if Ben Platt, like, won here. He has, like, no hype. I love Colton Ryan, but he has no hype behind him. There we go. Yep. Mm-hmm. Amazing win. There's still a few shows that need to perform. I just thought about that. But anyway, very excited for their speech. Very deserving win.
My mother raised me to understand that my gifts that God gave me were not about me. To use them to be effective in the world, to help somebody else's journey. So thank you for teaching me how to live, how to love, how to give. For every trans, non-binary, gender non-conforming human, whoever was told you couldn't be seen, this is for you. Thank you to our producers, thank you to Mark and Scott, thank you to Amber and Matthew for letting me lead, for letting me bring myself to the work, for letting me be representation, letting lives be seen. Thank you for the humanity. Thank you for my incredible company who raised me up every single day, who love me, who support me, and help me do the work that I do, and we do it together. As we say in the show, some like it hot, and that ain't bad. Hot, and that's the gospel according to Chad.
Such a good speech. It really has. It really has.
Good evening. I am Marsha.
Okay, lead actress.
What state we're in, we can always say gay.
Yeah. Yes.
Marsha Gay Harden.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, good correction, good correction. The prompter's empty. I missed the writers.
And we are here to present Best Lead in a Play.
And the nominees are Jessica Chastain, Adult's House.
Could very well win.
I've never been more clear about anything in my life. No one else knew about it. I did it all by myself.
Jodie Comer, I'm Facing.
My role is defense. The prosecutor prosecutes. We each tell a story, and the jury decide which story is the one they believe.
Jessica Summer, I think that is it.
But the head taking on that score. It's a controversial stance you're taking, but yeah, when it comes to narrative fiction, George Eliot does have a slight edge over Robin Cook.
Audrey McDonald, Ohio State. Who scores?
And I've attended in Cleveland, there had been an even mixture of immigrant and black. You could judge your grades, but here, race was foremost.
Okay.
And the American Theater Wing, Tony, goes to Julie Comer.
Oh shit. Okay. And you would be right.
Sorry, I'm so point of Macy. Tessa Ensler, this woman in this play, has been my greatest teacher, and I have to thank Susie Miller for that, who wrote this magnificent piece. For without her writing, my performance would not be here. so this feels just as much as Susie's as it is mine. I want to thank Justin Martin, my director, for his relentless pursuit for discovery and for instilling me a trust within myself, for constantly reminding me to trust myself. To James Beerman, our wonderful producer who can't be here. And we're all devastated, which is a testament to the man he is and the producer that he is. To the entire crew and team at the Golden Theatre, to the stage management, to Diane, to Georgia, for making that backstage a home, for dancing the nerves out with me behind that curtain before I go on stage. To my amazing agent, Jane Jessamy Ash, for always listening and encouraging me to follow my heart. To my gorgeous brother who's with me, to my family and friends who I feel like I have been so absent in their lives for the past year, I love you. And to every person who feels represented by Tessa, this has been my greatest honour, and it continues to be. There's 3 weeks left. And to the theatre wing, thank you so much. Thank you.
That actually is insane. I feel like that doesn't usually happen. But yeah, totally deserved. Jodie Comer's always been amazing talent. Oh, okay, here we go. So I guess Shucked is going last.
And it's funny, and it's full of adventure, and it's about a 16-year-old girl given an aging condition, trying to get through life and make the most of the time she has left. Set in New Jersey.
In New Jersey.
So, I looked up a bunch of stuff about your disease for the assignment.
Oh, yeah. Okay, anagram.
It's a super rare condition where your body ages 4 times as fast as it should.
Between 4 and 5. Yeah,
So, when you were 4, you looked 18.
pretty much.
When you're 20, you'll look...
90, I guess. But no one really reaches. The average life expectancy is only 16. So
Oh.
it's just an average, though.
Hey, do you by any chance like anagrams?
Anagrams?
Yeah, that's where you scramble all the letters or something to spell out something else. Like federal government can be rearranged to spell out large fervent demon. Do you want me to do an anagram of your name?
Sure.
Great. So, Kimberly is Kimberly, and Levanko is Lev.
ACO.
AC.
Oh.
I'm gonna start with the K first because that's one of the hardest letters.
Oh.
K, kilo, kill, killer, cola, E. coli, broken, yoke, yam, oh, I just found mackerel.
I like the way you see the world. I like your point of view. A little sly, a little strange, a little bit askew. I like the way you look at life and think outside the box. A little odd, a little off, a bit unorthodox.
Libya.
I like your point of view.
Yicky, Ricky, Mickey, Icky.
I like the way you make a point. I like your frame of mind. A little quick, a little sharp, a little green kind. I like the way you crack a joke. No one else will get. A little dry, a little cold, a little dumb. And yet,
Marble, barley.
I like your point of view.
Bravo, cello, limo, Rio, Metro, micro, rail, bakery.
Turn of the letter. Everything's better. I wonder how you see with the shades of perspective. Nothing's defective. I wonder what you see when you look at me.
Kimberly Lovato returns into, I don't know, cleverly akimbo. You. Cleverly akimbo. You. That's a pretty good one. I did my grandmother's name and got Arabian beard.
So good. Okay, so I guess, yeah, Shucked is going last. Very good performance. Really just shows the charm of the show, and I think they did a really good job with that. Yeah, I still think Victoria Clark is winning Best Actress, just based on that whole performance. Really good stuff. Really good stuff, I think. Like I said, Jay Harrison Gee winning, fantastic, really great speech all around. Jodie Comer, them winning. I don't know much about that play, but from what people in the chat have said, well, really only one person, but it seems like she's really great in the role. So we have a couple more awards left, and we will see how it plays out. I mean, I think at this point, Kimberly Akimbo winning Best Musical, not too surprising. Best Play, probably as well. Also, guys, at 11 p.m., I actually have to go. So I'm going to, I don't know how long I'll be, but I have to take care of something at 11. So just so you guys know where you're like, where'd Kevin go? That's why. I don't know if it's going to go over. I think it's going to go over because we still have Shucked. We still have Best Play. We still have Best Actress. What else do we have? Did we do Actor in a Play? I think we did. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. I thought Actor in a Play didn't happen yet, so. I will not be showing the screen because this is not a live stream of the actual broadcast. It is a live stream of my reaction to said broadcast. The idea is for you to watch, and you can watch me as well. I'm sure there are other ways to watch. If you have Paramount Plus, you can watch on there. I'm sure there will be other, maybe slightly less legal ways to watch as well tomorrow. But unfortunately, no, I will not be showing my screen. Oh, wow. That sounds incredible. Seems like a very heavy show, but the fact that she literally is like the only person there seems incredible. Oh, it's going to be Kimberly Akimbo at this point. Like, it's so obvious. Like, I don't know how anyone watches this and sees the trajectory of, you know, what they've gotten and doesn't think it's going to be Kimberly Akimbo. If it's not, then cool. I mean, it kind of goes with the tone of the show where it's like I said, a little bit of everything in terms of winners, but like, I think it's going to be Kimberly Akimbo just based on the amount of praise it's been getting. Oh, I missed all those awards, unfortunately. Oh, it's back. Oh my God. Yes.
We're here to present the American Theater Award, Tony, to Gold Platinum Award. And the nominees are.
Yeah, it's not going to be anything else. Like, if it's not Kimberly, it's going to be Shocked. I will say the one thing I do miss is them like walking through all the different plays. I always think that's like one of the coolest parts of the Tony Awards. Leopoldstadt, I think, probably winning.
Assimilation doesn't mean just stop being a Jew. Assimilation means carry on being a Jew without insult. And the American Theater Wing Tony goes to Leopoldstadt.
Yep, I mean, that's what we expected. With all the praise it's gotten, like, I didn't think it was going to be anything else.
Thank you so much to the American Theatre Wing and the League for this extraordinary honour. To be nominated alongside such exceptional work to be part of a Broadway season where there were 18 new plays is something we should all be proud of and must never take for granted. Thank you, Tom. Where are you? Thank you, Tom, for entrusting me with your most personal masterwork of identity, loss, family, survival, and endurance. Thank you to the co-producers, the investors, all of whom make this possible. You allow us to do this bold, big new work. Thank you to Patrick Marber, the creative team, the associates, Rosbrook Taylor, my SFP team. I'm going to hand you over to Tom.
Well, thank you. I feel very proud and grateful. Thank you so much. But listen, I actually won the Tony Award in 1968, so I knew about not having scripts. I'm teeming with emotions which a chat box wouldn't begin to understand. Naturally, they include gratitude and pride in the Railroad Ensemble. Sonia works hard.
I don't know who that is.
Patrick, I adore. He did an impeccable job directing.
Yes, it was.
And here we all are. Very pleased for us and for you all. I should mention, if I may, that during those 55 years, I have witnessed the theatre writer getting progressively devalued in the food chain. It's just something I thought I'd mention. But here we are. I find it a bit strange because writers are the sharp end of the inverted pyramid, and without a script, with the possible exception of ballet and arts evenings, award evenings, without a script, they're all basically flummoxed. And finally, I would just like to say thank you to a member of the audience who feels I'm always right, and that's my beloved wife, Sabrina. Thank you so much.
All right, what's next? Oh, also, she got cut off. What the fuck? Oh, here we go. Okay. Yes. I love these two so much. Oh, they're okay. They're doing a medley. This is so good. I love this. They're going to end with Alex, probably. Yes! Oh. I met Gray Henson as well. He's really cool. This like sums up this show perfectly. Woo! Okay. Not quite what I was expecting, but that was really good. That was really good. I like that everyone kind of had something to do. Like, they really showed the whole ensemble. Kind of like what I was hoping Sweeney Todd would do. Okay, we only have a few awards left. It's literally just Best Actor in a Play. Wait, Funny Girl's performing? Why? Why is Funny Girl performing? We're not just gonna end on shocked? Come on, we can't end on a nice positive note. Come on now. But yeah, that was great. Just reminded me why I love that show as much as I do. I was expecting them to do a little bit more of independently owned, but I understand they were trying to like quickly, get through everyone. You had the solo for Maisie, you had Bo's little, somebody will. You had the storytellers. They really did a great job. Peanut was in there a little bit. Like, you had a little something for everyone, and I thought they did a good job with that. It was really well balanced. I think the only person that didn't really have something to do was Gordy. But yeah, I was surprised that they didn't do more of independently owned. Yeah, like, why Funny Girl? Like, did they just like need one last performance? Like, we were doing so well, Tony's. Why do we need this all of a sudden? I understand. Look, here's the thing. Jokes aside, I understand Leah Michelle, very talented and Funny Girl. People are saying she kills it in that show, but we literally saw them perform last year. Like, we don't need to do this again. I don't understand this. Also, oh my god, I didn't even realize the kid at the beginning was the like it's corn kid. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. That is exactly how you sell that show. Oh my god. Okay, we only have a few more nominees here, or winners to get through. Like I said, once it's 11 o'clock, unfortunately, I have to go. So, ugh. Just waiting for this to come back. It'd be really funny if I just like stop this after the Funny Girl performance, and I honestly might, because I might have to go after that. Like I said, I have something at 11 o'clock, so we'll see what happens. If I do have to go before this ends, I probably will just do like a follow-up video tomorrow, and you guys can hear it then. Okay. Listen, I just might. I'm not gonna lie. And not even like for shade. Like that just might be around the time I have to leave. Oh shit! Here we go. Victoria Clark, please. Or Annalie Ashford, I think. Yeah, probably. But I think it's gonna be Victoria Clark. I mean, like, what a transformative performance. I actually haven't heard much about her. Yep. That's what I figured. Well, unfortunately, it's not their year. But maybe next year they'll come through.
Celebrate the performances
Oh shit, I gotta go, guys. Okay. Great win for Victoria Clark. I'm gonna do a follow-up video tomorrow. Probably do another live stream, just like talking about my thoughts on like the last few wins. But thank you guys for watching. This was a lot of fun. Fantastic night all around, and I will see you guys later. Again, I hate to cut it short, but I got something I gotta attend to that's really important, and I'm gonna go do that, and I will be back later to talk about the other wins. All right. See you guys later. Thank you all for watching. This was a lot of fun. Fantastic show all around. And I will see you guys probably in a couple hours from now. All right. Bye.